Today I want to talk about praying to the Muse. In the Greek mythology, the Muse was this kind of goddess, and you could pray to her, and then she would give you creative inspiration. And I think this is actually a very valuable practice. Even though, of course, I don't literally believe in the Greek gods, I still pray to the Muse, and I consider the Muse to be some kind of archetypal energy that you can sense and that you can find and that you can actually tap into. So it is all around you. It is available for you if you are an artist. And what is very valuable for tuning into this kind of creative energy is to actually pray to it. So sometimes I will just like within my head think, hello, Muse, will you give me inspiration for art, for creativity? And for me personally, I kind of have this feeling like there is these wings around me, sort of invisible, and they give me this inspiration. So it almost feels literally like a goddess. Now, of course, this is just my own mind kind of visualizing some kind of energy that I'm feeling. So I'm not claiming anything special here, but I do think that this kind of practice of tuning to the muse and actually actively asking her for inspiration is very powerful when you're an artist. So I recommend that you just try this out once for yourself. But then there is a second step, and that is actually following up on it. If you have this huge creative energy, if you get this inspiration, if you feel the creative power moving through you, then you have to use it. You have to turn it into something. You have to create something. You have to make something. What I noticed a while ago is that I was just very tense within my whole body and within my mind. There was just so much tension, so much energy, and I felt like, this hurts, this is painful. Not literally painful, but more on a subtle level. And it was really uncomfortable. But after a while, I realized that it had multiple causes. But one of the causes was that I'm just naturally very creative and sensitive, and that I need to express myself. But I wasn't really doing this because I was very tired all the time. I wasn't writing, I wasn't making hip hop music, I wasn't making other art. And now I'm writing more and I'm doing more, and now it flows more, and just the tension is a lot less, and there's much more expression. What I would also suggest, if you feel this creativity within you, but you don't know what to do with it, is just do spontaneous writing. Open your laptop and start typing like a madman, whatever comes up in you. This is kind of inspired by this book called The Artist's Way. And I really like this practice. You can do it however long you want. And this can get the creative energy moving. And after that, I often have ideas for hip hop lines that I want to write, or some hook for a song. So it works really well. One last thing I would say also is that there are multiple ways of praying to the muse, and one of them is literally praying, but also if you just fill yourself with art, you look at a lot of artworks, you get other inspiration, you start working on a creative process, and you kind of start a project and you start unlocking this creativity, which is also a form of praying to the muse. Which also means if you take those first steps of unlocking your creative power, then you have to follow up on it. When you say A, you have to say B. You have to actually live it out, start creating, start expressing. And if you don't do that, you're probably going to be unhappy. If you're like a true artist, you kind of have to surrender to this process, even if it's sometimes uncomfortable or intense, or it feels like it's kind of crazy. You just have to go along with the river. You have to go along with the stream, and then you will also know the creative bliss that is part of art.